Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how we can simulate a fluid flow and heat transfer in a helical coil. This is our domain. As you can see, we have an inlet boundary condition and also we have outlet boundary condition. For inlet boundary condition, we can consider inlet velocity, and for outlet, we can consider pressure boundary condition. Actually, this pressure is atmospheric pressure. Also, as you can see, in our domain we have walls, and for the wall we consider no slip boundary condition. Okay, the objective in this study actually are analysis the velocity and temperature distributions, and also we need to determine the outlet temperature. Let's get started. We select Fluent. Okay, the first step is creating the geometry, so we right click on geometry and select new design modeler. Here we can check our units, and the units is meters. Okay, now we click on XY plan, and here at first we create the circle. Okay, now we click on dimensions. Okay, general D1 is actually 0.1. Okay, here you can see. And now we need to draw a line. First, we need to click on modeling, XY plan, and we need to create another sketch. Actually, sketch 2. Okay, and here we use line. Okay, and we create. Okay, now we need to define our dimension. So click on dimension. Okay, general, and here h2 is 0.5. Okay, now we need to define our actually the distance between the circle and the line, so we use length and distance. Okay, L3 is 0.4. Okay, now we need to create our coil. Okay, so here click on create. Okay, and here we click on sweep. Here, as you can see, we have two options. Our profile is actually circle, so we select circle or sketch 1. Okay, and for path, as you can see, it is our line, so we select sketch 2 for path. Okay, now our domain is helical, so we need to active our twice. So here we use turns and we use 4 turns. Okay, now click on generate. Okay, as you can see, it is our domain, and now we need to create our mesh. Okay, so now let's mount the mesh. Here, right click on mesh, and here we click on edit. Click on mesh, and we can generate the first mesh. Okay, this is our actually thematic or default mesh that software created. Okay, now we need to increase the mesh. So here we can use insert, and here we use inflation, because we use inflation to create the bended layers, because in the wall we have no slip bonding condition and the velocity gradient is high, so we need to create our bonded layer to capture the variation of the velocity in the near of the wall. Okay, so we select our domain. Okay, and here for boundaries we select actually the walls. Okay, so for inflation option we can use first layer thickness, and we use 0.001 meters. Okay, now click on generate. Okay, we're back to mesh, and here we can see the banded layers. Okay, so this is our banded layer inside our domain. Okay, now we need to define our boundary. So here we select surface, and this is our inlet. So here we can define it. Inlet. Okay, also we need to define our outlet. So this is our outlet boundary condition, and here we define outlet. Okay, and finally we need to define our walls. So here I will define the walls. Okay, inlet, outlet, and walls. Now click on mesh and click on update, and we close the mesh. Now right click on setup, and here we click on edit. The solver processes we use 7. Okay, now click on start. Our solver is pressure based, and for time we use STD because our simulation is STD state. Okay, now click on models, and here we need to activate the energy equation because we have heat transfer in our system. Okay, and for fluid flow, here we can use epsilon method. Okay, and for epsilon model we use a standard, and for wall treatment we use a standard wall functions. Okay, click on OK. Now click on materials. Okay, for materials we have air actually, and our fluid inside our domain is air, so we do not change it. Okay, now click on boundary condition. Okay, click on boundary condition and open inlet. For inlet boundary condition, we define our inlet velocity, and its value is 2 meters per second. And for thermal, we have temperature, and our inlet temperature is 300 degree, actually 300 kelvins. Okay, now click on apply. For outlet, we have pressure. Okay, and now we open wall. For the wall, for the momentum, we have stationary. For heat transfer, we have a heat flux. So here we use 1000 watt per square meter for our heat flux. Okay, now here we click on initialization, and here we use hybrid initialization. Okay, now click on run calculation. Here we use 200. Okay, for iteration, and now click on calculate. Okay, the run has been completed. Now we need to check our result. Okay, for investigation the result, we right click on result and click on it. We investigate the streamline, so we click on the streamline and click on OK. Okay, here we use the start from inlet. Okay, click on apply. Okay, this is our streamline that you can see. Okay, and also we can check the path of the flow, so we can use animation. Okay, and here we can select streamline 1 and just play it. Okay, this is our streamline. Now we need to check the temperature, actually the temperature distribution. So here we use contour. Okay, and here for location we use wall because we want to check the temperature at walls, and here we use temperature instead pressure and click on apply. Okay, this is the temperature. At the outlet the temperature is maximum, and in the inlet is minimum. Okay, finally we need to check the outlet temperature, so we click on calculators, and here we use function calculator, and we use average function here, and we want to calculate temperature at outlet, so here we use outlet, and for variable we use temperature. Okay, now click on calculate.